Hi, I'm Ugly Pig. If you've been to my channel before, you know that there are two things that I've focused most of my energy on. One being GTO, or Great Teacher Onizuka, my favorite manga of all time. Now, I'm not a great reader of manga, but I pretty much consider this the greatest thing in existence. I just love it. And the first videos I uploaded on this channel were my reviews of the various TV and movie adaptations of GTO. Of course, the last part of that series got taken down because of copyright infringement, which is idiotic. It was a review, fair use, hello. Anyway, the other thing that I've done the most on my channel is posting playthrough videos of the Uncharted series, which is my absolute favorite video game series, at least as far as current video games go. But I never thought that these two would intersect in any way, but surprise! They actually did. Now, I already knew that there was one kind of connection there in that the voice of Eddie in the Japanese version of Uncharted was actually the voice actor who played Onizuka in the GTO anime. And I just thought it's really cool that these two characters in any language are dubbed by the same person.
That's right, you ugly kunyuk! Don't mess with Eddie Raja!
But the thing that really surprised me is the fact that Toru Fujisawa, the creator of GTO, actually made an Uncharted Drake's Fortune manga. Yeah, the author of my favorite manga made a manga based on my favorite video game. That is just so unlikely. It's a combination I would have never expected, and it's actually happened. I mean, mind blown. Well, sort of. The Uncharted Drake's Fortune manga is actually only 6 pages. And from what I understand, it was first published as part of his compilation of unfinished works. So I don't know if this was meant to continue or if it's just a one-shot. The manga doesn't actually adapt any scene from the actual game. It's actually a kind of a prequel leading into the Drake's Fortune story, which is the first Uncharted game, portraying Nate and Elena's first meeting. Now, my personal view on the manga is that it's not actually very good, but I just think it's really cool that it exists, being a GTO fan and an Uncharted fan. And it's not like it's terrible, I just don't really like the manga design of the characters. That being said, there are a few weird differences between the actual Drake's Fortune game story and the manga version. First of all, Elena says that they are looking for Francis Drake's sunken ship, which is not the case in the game. In the game, they are looking for, and in the actual very first scene, finding Francis Drake's coffin after he was buried at sea like hundreds of years ago. Secondly, she says also in the manga that they suspect that his ship carried treasure recovered from the lost city of El Dorado. Of course, in the game, they had no actual idea of any connection between Sir Francis Drake and El Dorado at all, until they find that coffin and the diary hidden inside it. At which point, they discover that Francis Drake was looking for something big, which of course turns out to be...
Ho ho ho.
Huh?
El goddamn Dorado.
He was onto something big, alright.
And something else that I thought was a little bit strange about this manga is the fact that Nate actually smokes, which seems a little bit out of character for him, considering it's a kind of a running gag in the games how he always gives Sully a hard time for smoking cigars.
Jesus, you stink.
Yeah, not half as bad as that cigar.
So it seems a little strange that Nate himself would then smoke cigarettes. But aside from that, it's a fun little manga. It's mostly a humorous thing where Elena first sees Nate and is kind of disappointed that this goofball is the adventurer that she's agreed to do a story about. And I'll leave a link in the description of this video to the website where you can find an English fan-translated version of this manga chapter if you're interested in reading it. So it's just really cool to me that this thing exists, and that's all I wanted to say. So have a good day.